The DB9 connector is an analog socket with 9 pins from the D subminiatures connector family. The DB9 has the smallest footprint of the D subminiature connectors. The most common peripheral for this port was a joystick or video game controller, therefore, it is known as a game port. DB25 connector is mainly used in serial and parallel ports, allowing asynchronous data transmission according to the RS-to-3 standard. DB37 connectors are used primarily for analog input on our input expansion boards. They are subminiature D connectors within 37 pins into rows. A family of plugs and sockets widely used in communications and on earlier PCS. The D sub designation defines the physical structure of connector, not the purpose of each line. Centronics connectors. A 36PAN Centronics male connector that plugs into the printer, known as a Centronics cable. It uses the parallel port on the computer. The Centronics 36PAN connector is arranged into rows of pins, each with 18 contacts. The 36PAN connector is often used for parallel applications, especially for printers. Centronics 50 male connector is constructed of one long, narrow row where the pins are housed, 25 on top, 25 on the bottom, inside of grooves. An IE136PAN male Centronics printer cable connection. The computer side normally uses a DB25 instead of this micro ribbon connector. USB connectors. On USB Type A you can connect various devices such as smartphones, cameras, keyboards, and more to computers to transfer data, or plug into wall charges to charge these gadgets with Type A port. You'll typically find USB Type B ports in larger devices connect to your computer, such as printers and scanner. You might also have external storage devices or drives that use them. Modular connectors. RJ11 is the standard connector utilized in to pair for wire telephone wiring. Though Tier J11 connector has a total of 6 connector positions, typically either only 2 or 4 are actually utilized. RJ12 patch cord is used to connect landline telephones to a wall jack. It has 6 conductors made of 28-ohm wire with a 3-line male phone plug on both ends. An RJ45 connector is a modular 8-position, 8 connectors used for terminating Cat5e twisted pair cable. Four wire is for telephone wiring. Then the 6th wire is for analog telephone lines, fax lines, and modems, while the RJ11 8 wire is for used for terminating Cat5e or Cat6 twisted pair cable. MMJ connectors are used on digital mini computer, such as the PDP-11, VAX and Alpha systems, and to connect terminals, printers, and serial console servers. C connectors. SCC1 applications such as older scanners, controllers, and external C device cases. This connector is typically used in SCC2 applications such as scanners, removable storage drives, controllers, external drive, or CD. This connector is also known as high density and half pitch. MicroDB68. This connector is typically used in SCC3 applications such as scanners, removable storage drives, controllers, external CD/RCD, and Ultra 2. DIN type connectors. Mini DIN 5 connectors are used for S-Video and were used for Apple Desktop Bus. 5 PI and DIN inputs for record players and auxiliary signal sources commonly join PI and 1 and 5 in order to be compatible both. Mini DIN 6 connectors were used for ADMI-C compatibles to keyboard and mouse ports and for Acorn Archimedes keyboards. D8 PI and Mini DIN features 3 rows of pins with 3 pins in each of the top 2 rows and 2 pins in the bottom row. Fiber connectors. SMA 905 connector, also known as SMA connector, was one of the first fiber optic interconnect system that gained industry-wide acceptance. PSMA 906 multi-mode connectors are available with stainless steel or stainless alloy ferrules. ST stands for straight tip, high-performance fiber optic connector with round ceramic ferrules and bayonet locking features. SC stands for subscriber connector, an ESA standard duplex fiber optic connector with A-square molded plastic body and push-pull locking features. Stands for mechanical transfer register jack. Mount RJ is a fiber optic cable connector that is very popular for small form factor devices due to its small size. V-type connectors. Is a high-speed serial interface designed to support both higher data rates and connectivity between devices. V24 is a single-ended interface, typically limited to a maximum throughput of 115 kbps. The M50 series includes surface mounter through board PCB connectors and I-cables connectors, coax and twin-ax connectors. Is a threaded version of B connector. Is a miniature quick connect or disconnect radio frequency connector used for coaxial cable. Twin-ax cable is often used for 10 GB Ethernet network. Is a coaxial RF connector commonly used for over-the-air, terrestrial television, cable television, and universal for satellite television and cable modems. Is a threaded, weatherproof, medium-size RF connector used to join coaxial cables. It was one of the first connection capable of carrying microwave frequency signals. Miscellaneous connectors. Is a short-range digital communications 8-bit parallel multi-master interface bus specification developed by Hewlett-Packard as HPIB. Utility connection means the connection of utility services, including electric, gas, water, and sewer system. Is a communication interface that uses current instead of voltage for signaling. A data connector is a process that moves data to one database to another. A shielded data link is a type of electrical connector in which the signal pins are surrounded by a metal shield. Apple Attachment Link Unit Interface AI is a mechanical array designed by the Apple of Standards Attachment Unit Interface AI used to connect Ethernet transceivers to computer equipment. An IEC connectors refers to a type of electronic cable that meet the International Electrotechnic Organism IEC standards. And that's all. Thank you.